Now from WSAV, the station that's on your side. You're watching News 3 Today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kim Besby.
And I'm Ben Katko. Thanks for joining us here on News 3 Today. If you go outside, you may think that it really is a 10 out of 10 day today, because it is.
Well, it's still a little
I think
chilly
we
for
can,
my taste.
I think there will be a point today where we can agree that it's a 10.
Listen, no complaints here. Let's take a live look now from our Dozier Law Cam. There's the picture. Kyle Dennis, what do you say?
That gets a 10.
Okay,
there it is.
Great. It's unanimous.
Definitely in terms of looks. Yes, it was cold this morning, but we're heading in the right direction now. We started off in the 40s, but we're now all the way into the low 60s, and eventually we climb into the low 70s this afternoon. You will feel the difference. Hardly a cloud in the sky now, and that clear sky goes all the way back into the Midwest. So we will see a nice sunny stretch here through the rest of the work week. 63 in Savannah, 64 Rincon, 64 in Statesboro. Glenville is 62 degrees. So everyone's at or above 60 now, and we will continue to see those temperatures warm even faster through the rest of the afternoon. By 3 o'clock up to 70, we should top the day out at 72. So this is much better golf weather as well for the RBC Heritage. We're looking at highs in the 60s for Hilton Head today, but getting back to near 70 tomorrow, low 70s Thursday, a nice stretch of sunshine. But coming up this weekend, we will be tracking our next chance for showers and storms, and I'll have that with the 7-day in just a few minutes.
And hopefully we can wash some of the pollen away with that.
And it will be accumulating the next few days.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kyle. The mayor of Savannah took the first swipe at cleaning up one of our residential neighborhoods this morning.
It is part of a new revitalization program to brighten the city one neighborhood at a time. Mayor Eddie DeLoach sees broken and trashed homes as perfect candidates for the Savannah Shines program. Here you go. That is him tearing down a blighted house in the Edgemere-Sackville community this morning. The Savannah Shines program started last year to reduce crime and improve quality of life for residents. The city is cracking down on property owners who violate codes and working with neighbors to find them some affordable housing assistance. With these improvements, city leaders hope that residents will once again take pride in their neighborhood.
Because if we continue to do this and go around on a regular basis and improve these neighborhoods, they won't get in the condition they're in now. They'll always be at some level of quality.
The first part of the program is expected to last between 18 and 24 months. The city hopes to tackle more than 100 properties a year.
Savannah leaders spent Tuesday evening listening to feedback on proposed changes to laws about serving and buying alcohol. The changes concern Sunday sales, whether anyone under 21 can be inside a bar late at night or not, and who can legally serve drinks. The city originally required everyone working in a bar to have a bar card. But last April, they decided not to enforce it. Many bar owners and employees feel like it's a waste because they spent money on extra training. Now city leaders are looking for a compromise by asking what they would prefer out of the three options. The first is to not make revisions. The second is changing the rules about who needs a bar card and shortening the background check to 24 months instead of 36. Or eliminating bar cards altogether, but keeping the background checks and alcohol awareness training. Here's what one bar manager who did not want to be identified had to say.
I can't say I agree or disagree because my establishment, we already do background checks. That's just what we do. So I just feel like it should be based on, certain criteria, what we're looking for in a background check. The bar card should be, enforced, but some of the rules on how to obtain a bar card should be different.
The results of the survey will be submitted to a council workshop April 26th, and the final reading will be May 10th. You can take a look at that survey by going to our website, WSAV.com, and searching Ordnance Survey.
Around South Carolina, state workforce reports show women on average make $15,000 less than men. Several candidates for governor were asked how they would change that at a Women's Economic Empowerment Forum last night. The panel focused on several hot topics, including women's health and the Me Too movement. The candidates were also asked how they would create equal pay and encourage businesses to help with childcare. The forum was hosted by the Women's Rights and Empowerment Network.
It, by no accident, falls on Equal Pay Day, which is the day in the year that represents how far into the year women have to work to earn what their male counterparts earned in the previous year. And so to commemorate this, we invited all of the gubernatorial candidates to join us and to tell us about, if they're elected governor, what are the things that you're going to do to improve the lives of women and girls in our state.
Lieutenant Governor Kevin Bryant, Marguerite Willis, Catherine Templeton, and State Representative James Smith were all in attendance.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. There are more than 8,000 South Carolina children who have found themselves in unfortunate situations. Governor Henry McMaster proclaimed yesterday to be Child Advocacy Centers Day, acknowledging people who spend countless hours trying to protect our children. The Attorney General says awareness is the biggest factor in preventing child abuse.
And that's what today is about. It's about giving a voice to those who don't have a voice, children. It's about empowering those who have no power, children. It's about taking the power from the bad and giving it to the good, children. And that's why we're here today.
The pinwheels represent the innocence and carefree life each child should have.
In the Lowcountry, Hilton Head restaurants and coffee shops are seeing a record number of visitors. That's the good news. The problem, though, and the bad news is many don't have the staff to serve them. Dunkin' Donuts in Hilton Head is now down to 3 employees. The manager is often filling and frosting donuts from 5 a.m. until 8 at night. Just down the street, Lisa Bernstein of the Purple Cow says she's down 4 employees and often works from 7:30 in the morning until midnight. They say they need help, but living on the island, making $10 an hour is not much of an option for people.
My district manager, bless her heart, has been bringing me staff every day. From Hinesville, Pooler, all the other restaurants in Georgia.
Saturday, I had to put a call out to all my friends who had teenagers who were sitting on the couch and said, bring your children to me now.
While Beaufort County leaders work on affordable housing options, Indeed.com currently lists more than 1,000 available restaurant jobs on the island.
Making headlines this morning, a hearing today will determine if Nicholas Cruz can afford to pay for his own legal defense. The 19-year-old is being represented by the Broward County Public Defender's Office. Prior to the February shooting, Cruz said he would inherit $800,000 from his deceased parents after his 22nd birthday. If that is true, the Public Defender's Office could be reimbursed in 3 years. Prosecutors say they'll seek the death penalty for Cruz.
A U.S. Marine was sentenced to 4 years in prison with hard labor for the drunk driving death of a 61-year-old Japanese man in Okinawa last November. Lance Corporal Nicholas James McLean had been charged with negligent driving and driving under the influence of alcohol in the head-on collision that killed that man. The Naha District Court pointed out that the accused 22-year-old entered an intersection at a speed of 54 miles per hour while the signal was red.
House Speaker Paul Ryan has announced that he won't run for re-election. He reportedly told colleagues in a closed-door Republican conference meeting this morning. His office says Ryan will serve out the rest of his term and retire in January. Ryan is a Wisconsin Republican who's been in Congress since 1999. He was elected House Speaker in 2015. He was also Mitt Romney's vice presidential running mate in his failed 2012 White House bid.
A community focused on helping others now needs some help of its own. Last week, a fire broke out at a Statesboro home for people fighting substance abuse. After 6 years, some of the Damascus Rehabilitation Center for Men is now in ruin. We're told a fire broke out Friday, destroying the back half of a home there, including the kitchen, the porch, and the shed. None of the 10 men living there as part of the program were at home during the fire. No one was hurt.
When I look at this right now, I was actually a resident and graduated from here. There's a lot of memories that go on here. A lot of real good memories. Volleyball court there that we used to play volleyball. In fact, Saturday before Easter, all the families met here and we had an Easter function. We had a cookout, and this whole property was full of families and residents.
The cause of that fire is under investigation, though it is believed to be accidental. Those men are now relying on donations to get by. If you would like to help out, visit WSAV.com/firehelp.
Coming up after the break, we take a look at some of the fun the RBC Heritage is bringing to Hilton Head.
We'll show you an event that some of the wives of the golfers are holding for some very special Heritage guests. That's when we come back. You're watching WSAV News 3 Today.
RBC Heritage coverage brought to you by Custom Audio Video.
All right, welcome back. Let's head up the highway to the 50th RBC Heritage right now, where pregnant active duty and military spouses are getting a very special baby shower from the PGA Tour wives. News
3's Lowcountry reporter Stassi Almos is joining us now live from the event
with
what it's all about. Hey, Stassi.
Good morning, guys. This is called Operation Shower, and it's the PGA Tour wives teaming up with the Lowcountry Foundation for Wounded Military Heroes. So moms that are expecting right now, whether their husbands are deployed or they are military service members themselves. They are here and they are getting a very special baby shower. That way, they're not forgotten in the mix-up. I'm here with the woman who's in charge of it all, Amy. Come on in, Amy. She's going to tell us a little bit about this event and why it's so important.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for doing this for us today. We appreciate it. So we're Operation Shower. We're a nonprofit, and we do travel the country and do these baby showers for military families. As you said, it's so important that the families know that we see the whole family, not just those who serve. So today we've got 19 families, and we have 2 Wounded Heroes families. We've got some active duty moms themselves, some whose spouses or partners are deployed, and some who are about to deploy. So all around the birth of a child. So it's a really exciting time, but also a stressful time for different reasons. So we just want to bring joy and gratitude and let them know that we see all of them, and we're so thrilled to be here today.
That is amazing. Why RBC Heritage and why the Low Country?
Absolutely. So we have a good connection with Birdies for the Brave with the PGA Tour, one of their tour home front groups. We're sponsored by Jim Furyk and Hunter Mahan as our PGA Tour pros. So we do these at a lot of golf tournaments. But like we mentioned earlier, it's our first time in South Carolina. And we're able to be here because the Low Country Foundation for Wounded Military Heroes and the PGA Tour Wives Association stepped up and sponsored the shower and got us here today to the Low Country.
Amazing. And this is your first time here in South Carolina.
It's gorgeous and it's too short a visit already, I can tell you that. So
awesome. Well, thank you for being here. We are live here from the RBC Heritage at Operation Shower. Reporting Stassi Olmos, WSAV News 3.
Now, Storm Team 3 weather, powered by Sparrow's live Titan radar.
All right, thank you, Stassi. Finally, a much better day for the RBC Heritage with sunshine returning. Still a little on the cool side, but we now are going to see a warming trend over the next few days. Finally going to get temperatures back above normal, but even with a big warm up today, still going to be a little bit cool for this time of year. Let's take a look outside, though. We are moving in the right direction. Look at all of that sunshine over River Street. It's been days since we've seen sunshine like that. We haven't really seen it since Saturday. We started off with clouds on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, highs only in the 50s the last couple of days, so we're making steps in the right direction. There were a lot of people out there. Wasn't spring break last week? A lot of people out there walking along, enjoying the sunshine as they should. 63 right now in Savannah with a northwest wind at 6 miles per hour, so just a slight breeze, and we will continue to see temperatures climb, but with the wind out of the northwest, can really only get so warm. I don't think we're not going to be seeing our normal highs just yet, but we will be getting closer back into the low 70s. So we have the clear sky now, and that will stick around through the next couple of days. Cooler than normal this afternoon. We should be in the mid to upper 70s. We'll probably top out in the low 70s today, but the warming trend will continue, and we are tracking our next chance of rain coming up for part of the weekend. Most of the weekend looks pretty good. 63 in Savannah right now, 65 in Rincon, it is 62 in Richmond Hill. Hilton Head 61 right now, 60 Hampton, and 63 down in Darien. As we move through the rest of the afternoon today, that sunshine is going to stick around with 64 at noon, 68 at 4, back into the low 70s finally after 56 for a high yesterday, and then we stay mostly sunny as the sun gets ready to set around 8 o'clock. So Futurecast not showing any big issues here over the next couple of days. It is going to be a little chilly again tonight, but not as cold as what it was this morning. We saw a couple of spots dip down into the 30s, but tomorrow morning, upper 40s to low 50s. So it's still chilly, but not as cold. And then because we won't be starting off as cold, we'll be able to warm even faster and see high temperatures in the mid, even upper 70s. For today, though, we could see some mid 70s. Statesboro 75, 74 for Vidalia, 73 Glenville, Richmond Hill 73, 72 for Hampton, 71 for Beaufort, and a little bit cooler right along the coast. Hilton Head in the 60s today. Lows tonight, upper 40s inland to lower 50s along the coast. So still chilly enough for a jacket or a sweatshirt, but you won't need to bundle up. It's not going to be quite as cold as this morning. Then for tomorrow, sunshine, warmer, 78, into the low 80s as we make our way into Friday. Saturday, another warm day. We start off with the sunshine, a few clouds bubble up in the afternoon, but it's still going to be a nice day. And then Sunday we'll have to keep an eye on because there is a cold front approaching, and it looks like most of the day, based on the current timing, should be dry. It's late in the afternoon or evening if there could be some scattered storms, possibly strong or severe. It's still a little ways off, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, but overall, the overall picture looks good.
Yes.
Lots
excellent.
of sunshine there.
Yeah, that's really just one little hiccup in there late in the weekend.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. Students at Langston Chapel Middle School in Statesboro gearing up for the Georgia Milestones Assessment System Test, or GMAS. Yesterday, they held a pep rally at Statesboro High School to help them get motivated for the big exam. Students and teachers performed and shared encouraging words. I was there as the guest speaker. This year's theme is Game Changers. What you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. Students in 3rd grade through high school statewide are required to take the standardized exams. Good luck.
Savannah Chatham County Public Schools are now taking pre-K waitlist applications online for next school year. There are seats available at the schools right here on your screen. Brock, East Broad, Haven, Schumann, Windsor Forest High, Juliet Low, and Andrea B. Williams. To find out how you can apply, head over to wsav.com/waitlist. Coming up next, we've got today's Community Corner.
We'll tell you about a unique event that supports literacy and education, that is, in our area. Stay with us. You're watching News 3 Today on WSAV. Welcome back to News 3 Today. Who doesn't love a good party? Savannah's Royce Learning Center is getting ready for its signature fundraising event of the year, Bourbon and Bow Ties. Guinevere Cutlip, Director of Development at Royce, joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, this is, as I mentioned, a unique fundraising event. It's so much fun. Tell us about the event.
It is. So we feature different bourbon drinks. This year we're going to have 4 or 5 different bourbons available. We also have some tequilas that have been aged in bourbon barrels, and hoping to bring in some wines as well. We also have a cigar bar, so you'll have a complimentary cigar thanks to Ye Olde Savannah Tobacco Shop, and a wall of chance, some interactive activities. It's just a great food from Chef Nick Mueller. All around, it's just a fun event and a wonderful evening.
Now, this is the 4th year that you've done it. Last year you mentioned that you had almost 275 people attend. It keeps growing every year.
Yeah, it does. So we're really excited. Like you said, it's our 4th year, and it just keeps growing in attendance and excitement. You know, more and more people are becoming aware of the event and attending and sharing our excitement for the event in Royce Learning Center.
And the best part about it is you get to have fun, but the proceeds go to a very good cause.
They do. So all of the proceeds from the benefit do come back to Royce Learning Center, and we are a comprehensive education center that provides education services for children and adults with learning disabilities and differences. So a lot of our students have maybe dyslexia, some ADHD, that kind of thing, and it's just and then we have an adult program, we have a tutoring center, we have so many different programs that go on at Royce, and all of the proceeds come back and benefit our programs.
Now, Royce Learning Center has been around since, what, the 1970s?
Yes, ma'am, 1970.
Why is this center so important, especially in this community?
Well, Royce gives back to the community in so many ways. You know, with our adult learning program, you know, we have people that come in that are studying to take their GED, and then they can take that and move on and actually get jobs or better jobs, and then that in turn helps them give back to the community as well. So we have the tutoring program that helps children through, you know, their slumps and their what we call the summer slide during our summer school programs. And then of course Chatham Academy has been around for a long time. They merged with Royce Learning Center in 1995, and they have just been instrumental in changing lives of children. It's such a wonderful place to work. I wish everybody could come out and see it. It's really a great place.
Now, the event is the signature event, but you have several other events that go on during the year, and this money is so important to your organization.
It is. As a nonprofit, we rely a lot on the community and grants and, you know, different supporters. So this is our big event of the year, and it's our way to kind of have fun with everybody, and then also show people what Royce is all about. We'll have some of our speakers from our different programs there that will be sharing their stories, and it's always heartwarming. People usually end up crying, so it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and you cry.
Well, no, but it's a good fun. It's a good cry.
Now, you mentioned some of the activities that will take place. You have a chef who's returning. He's been there since the beginning.
Yes. So Chef Nick Mueller, he's been great. He's been with us for all 4 years, and he is wonderful at incorporating bourbon into the menu items. So we have, he's doing a bourbon chicken kebabs, he's doing a bourbon BLT slider, not bourbon, but he is doing a tequila marinated smoked brisket taco station, and then some bourbon truffles. So his food is phenomenal, so you won't go away hungry.
And not to mention the entertainment as well.
Yeah, Chris Thomas Band. So he's been with us for 4 years as well, and we've actually had people that drive up to Jacksonville just to see him. So we're very lucky to have him as well.
Wonderful. And here's the information on your screen once again on how you can get involved. Bourbon and Bow Ties will take place Saturday, April 26th at Ships of the Seas Museum from 6:30 until 10 p.m. Tickets are $75, and that includes what?
It includes 2 bourbon drinks of your choice, food from Chef Nick Mueller, entertainment from Chris Thomas Band, a complimentary cigar. We also have trolley service available. Old Town Trolley Service has been gracious enough to donate that. So we'll be running continuous trolley service from the Savannah Visitor Center to the Ships of the Sea throughout the entire event.
All right, and for more information, just go to our website, WSAV.com, and search for the event. Guinevere, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Stay with us. We'll be back with a final check of your forecast. You're invited to join Future Minds Literacy and Adult Education Incorporated and Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity this weekend as they host their 4th annual spring fashion show.
They're calling it Flight 414 Clear the Runway. The event will showcase original clothing from local designers. It takes place Saturday in the Savannah State University Student Union Ballroom. The red carpet event starts at 7. The fashion show starts at 8. Future Minds Incorporated provides people 16 and older with the chance to get their GED at no cost. For more information or to get your tickets, call this number, 912-596-1420.
And I will be there as one of the models.
Excellent.
All right. For a great cause. I'll be
have
walking
fun.
the catwalk. All right, Kyle Dennis, what about the forecast?
It's looking great, and it's been a while since we've been able to say that. It feels like it's been a week. Maybe it hasn't been that long, but
Yeah.
it felt like
It's been
it.
long enough.
Take a look at that sunshine, man. Hardly a cloud in the sky right now, and I think this time people are playing hooky because didn't you say spring break was last week?
Well, you know, it depends.
Let's just
It
assume
depends
they're
on
in
where
from
you're
out of town.
Okay, they're different spring
Yeah.
breaks. Okay,
Let's
that must
assume
be
they're
what
from
it
out
is.
of town.
That could be as well.
There you go.
72 degrees for today. Tomorrow even warmer, 78. We're into the low 80s on Friday. Sunshine each of the next several days. Even Saturday brings us a decent amount of sun with 84. And then Sunday we're keeping an eye on. That's the day a cold front arrives. It could bring showers and storms. It looks like late in the day right now. Sometimes the timing can shift up a little bit. But right now it looks like late afternoon, evening. Some of those storms could be on the strong side. So we're going to be watching that closely the next few days.
All right, overall, looks good, though.
Yeah, really not bad. Good golf weather, too.
Good golf weather, yeah, finally. It's going to be a little cooler right along the coast, but 60s on Hilton Head today, but then low 70s the next couple days.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle.
Nice timing. We're out of time. Stick around. After the break, The Bridge with Natalie Hendricks is next.
And first news at 5 later today.